code. I'll put 1 2 3 4 5 6 digits. PO box. I'll give something. Country is India. I'll put, and language key English. Press enter, and here transport zone we need to give. So I'll give either 1 or 2 here. Transport zone, yes. Press enter, 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 and here I need to give the reconciliation account group. I'll give this. Press enter, enter, enter. So this is how, that means now we have done recording without errors. So once you do the recording without errors, save it and just come back. Okay, now click on this cust. This is the BDC recording what we have done. So click on this and click on this program, create program. So program name, I'll say zcust BDC session. So select this button, transfer from recording, continue. Vinay is there? Vinay or Rajkumar, Santosh, or whoever it may be in JK. Can you just check Vinay or Rajkumar is there? He said the access key, developer access key is there, but I don't know. It's not there now. Can you just check with anybody in JK? What is the access key for this? Is there anybody in JK now? Santosh, are you able to hear me? Hello. Hello, Chetan, Javed or Santosh? Anybody is there online or nobody was there? I am unable to hear you. Hello, Raskumar. There is no developer access key actually. That JK user 104. That's what. Okay, fine, fine. Uh, uh, mm, mm, okay, okay. Fine, fine. Not a problem. Not a problem. Either other Chetan, Javed, and Santosh, I think they are not there on the seats because when I'm speaking, they are unable to listen or something. So just ask them to sit. I'm going to take another topic. I will take another topic. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Okay, so somebody is there. We can hear you. Who is saying Santosh? Santosh, whether Javed and Chetan is also there? So I just want to switch to some new topic. So I just want to start it now. So shall I start? I'm unable to hear you. Just write down there in the chat box. If 3 of you are there, then I will start. Okay, fine. So now see, like sometimes what will happen, these kind of problems will be done. Like sometimes you don't get a developer access key, sometimes you don't have authorization to SE38 transaction. Okay, these kind of problems are common. Like whenever, if tomorrow if you go to office also, what will happen, sometimes you won't get some authorization, but even then work need to be done. Okay, work should not stop. So in this case, we have something called LSMW. LSMW is called Legacy System Migration Workbench. Please make a note in your notebook. Make a note. LSMW. LSMW stands for Legacy System Migration Workbench. You can read the spelling here on the description bar. If you can see, Legacy System Migration Workbench. Okay, so now what is the use of this legacy system migration workbench? So like this LSMW is a tool which works just like your BDC programs. Whatever a BDC program is doing, the same thing LSMW can also do. Okay, so that means it can upload the data from legacy system to the SAP. So how to do it? How to work on it? Without can we develop a can we create a legacy system migration workbench without having any developer access key? Let us see. I think we can create LSMW. So I'll say jet test is the project name. Give here some project name. Jet test underscore project. Jet test underscore sub project and jet test underscore object. So give the names here. Click on create button. So here it's asking the description. In the description you give project. Now it's asking the sub project. So give the description for sub project. You can give some sort of description. Here I'm giving sub project. Press enter. The object. You give here object. So now what happened? A project, sub project, and object was created. Now click on execute button. So in the first step, what we need to do, we need to maintain the object attributes. So object attributes means click on execute. So put the radio button here, maintain object attributes, click on execute button. In the first step, what we'll do, we will try to do the recording. Just like our BDC, we will try to do the recording. So to do the recording, what we'll do, go to recording overview. So select in your menu, go to and recording overview, click on this recording overview, and there is a button here, create recording. Click on this create recording, give the name just like cust we have given, give here description, customer, upload, continue. Which transaction code we need to go to create a customer, XD01, give it. So here give the number 191236, I'll give. company code 1000 I'll give, account group 0001 I'll give, press enter. I'll give some name, city, PO box, postal code, give something, country and language key, press enter. So transport zone, and press enter. This is something like same recording we are doing in SHTV, and give the reconciliation account group and save it. So now what happened? Your recording was done. So what you need to do? Click on this default all button and save it. Okay. So the SAP system has noted down all the fields which you are filled and what are the values. Now what I will do? I will create one Excel file. This is nothing but our legacy file. I'll prepare now. So what are the fields we have given? We have given the customer account number, company code and customer account group. So I'll take this and paste here. So these are the values we have given. Customer number we have given this, and company code 1000 we have given this. And what else we have given? This is a customer account group, we have given 0001. So here I'll put, if I paste it, it's coming as 1. Even though if I put 0001, it will come as 1. So what I need to do? I need to format the cell. I'll say format cell. So here I'll click text. Okay. So now once I format the cell as a text, if I put 0001, then it will take 0001. What else I put? The name 1. What value we given? Mother. So I'll give here mother. And sortal is a set term. That also I have given a mother only. And this is a postal box. Postal box 1 2 3 4 5 6. This is the value we have given. Put this. And this is a city we have given. City we have given Bangalore. So I'll copy, paste it here. And this is a PO box. So whatever the value, 6-digit value we have given, that I will paste it here. Land 1 means a country. Country we have given India. Spras is the language we have given English. and then we have given transportation zone. Transportation zone we have given 0000001. Whenever preceding zeros are coming, you make that cell as text cell. Then only what will happen? All the zeros, whatever the zeros you will give, those zeros will return here. Click here, plus 001. I'll just come down. Okay, so after that, finally what we have given? AKONT. So this is CIVVE. This is by default X is there, no need to give. We have given AKONT. AKONT, how much we have given? 125300. So this is these are all the values which we have given, correct? And these are the fields which we have filled up. Now save this, come back, click here batch input recording. So there is a radio button here, batch input recording, click the batch input recording. Take the F4 help here. When you click the F4 help, so CUST is coming. From where the CUST is coming? While doing the recording, we have given the name as CUST. That name was coming up here. So CUST, come back, click on the back button and save it. And now come back once again. So now what happened? Our first step is over, maintain object attributes. So what we have done in the maintain object attributes, we have done the recording part. So we are going for the next step, maintain source structures. Maintain source structures. So what we will do in this, maintain source structure. Source structure means, if you remember in BDC program, we have created one internal table with the same structure as that of the flat file. The flat file, if customer number is there, in our internal table also the structure has first field as the customer number, and then after that if search term is there, the search term. That means whatever your flat file structure, in the same structure we need to create here in a source structure. Maintain source structure means it's flat file structure. What are all the fields which were there in your flat file? Now click on execute. Please click on this change button. Click on this create. Now what is your structure name? You can give any name. My structure name is stru, I'll say. So this is called source structure. Source structure means your flat file structure. That means what all the fields are there in your flat file. Now what is the structure name we have given? stru. Click on save. In the next step you need to say, now you told the structure name. Now in the next step, what are all the fields which were there in the particular structure? That means we have a structure stru, but what are all the fields are there? So click on this change button and then put the cursor on stru. Click on this table maintenance. Click on this icon, table maintenance. Here you need to say how many fields are there in your structure, what is the data type, whether it is a character, integer or numeric, and what is the length here, and description. So what are all the fields are available here? Just go to the Excel file and these are all the fields available, correct? So select this and somewhere there is a function called paste special. If you come to know, because this is Excel 2010, I'm just searching for the option. Paste special will be there somewhere. There is a file. This is paste. Correct. So see, that means what I have done, I just put on a transportation. That means all the fields I have taken into the vertical order, so that what I will do, I will just cut it here and paste it here. Okay. So then I will say type. So as long as you are doing a BDC program or LSNW, put all the fields type as character, and length for customer number 10 will be the maximum length, and BUCRS, the next field is BUCRS. BUCRS has a maximum 4 length. Account group also having a 4 length maximum. Name will be of 30. Sortal search term will be of 20. And then what is this PFACH? Let us go to the Excel and see what is this PFACH. This is the postal code, I think. PO box code or postal code. I will give this as a 10. ORT01. This is also, I will give some 20. You can give the approximate length. Give the higher length. That means, say for example, if Kunar is having 10 digits, you know that Kunar will take 10 digits. If you give 12, also not a problem, but don't give 9. Don't give the less length than the actual length. So if you give the exact length, that's okay. If you give the more length, that's also okay, but don't give the less length, because what will happen? It will truncate the data. All the data string will not come into that. Then fine. So now I'll go for this postal code. Once again, I'll give the length 10. Land 1 is a country, so maybe country will take 3 as a length. Price also 3, and transportation zone 15, and account reconciliation account group 15. So give this length and type, press enter. So the description will come here automatically. Now save this. Now save and come back. So now these are all the fields in this structure. This is a structure name. Structure name is STRU, and in that particular structure, these are all the fields are there. So this is the source structure. Source structure means the structure of your flat file. Remember, don't confuse what is source structure means. Source structure is nothing but the structure of your flat file. Now the next step in our BDC recording. Now just come back. Now maintain structure relations. So just click on execute button. So click on this display change and click on save. There is nothing to do here. If there are more structures, then we need to define here what is the source structure for which say for example, this is a STRU source structure, and this is for our customer record upload. Say tomorrow if you are dealing with 2 or 3 recordings, and if you have 2 or 3 files, then you need to assign here each and every file. So right now, because we have only one recording and only one source structure, system has automatically assigned here. Just click on save, come back, maintain field mapping and conversion rules. So now what you will do in maintain field mapping and conversion rules? See now, actually what we are trying to do, we are trying to upload the data which is not there in SAP, and we are trying to put it into the SAP. So now we need to say here in this step, in the maintain source structure and source structure fields, we already told the system that in the legacy file these are the fields are available. Now you need to map those fields to the SAP fields. In the SAP, if you go to the XD02 transaction, there will be so many fields: customer number, account group, so on and so forth. So now you need to map the fields with the flat file fields, so that flat file data will go and sit into the screen related fields. So maintain field mapping and conversion rules. I'll click on execute button. So these are all the screen fields. these are not our flat file fields. These are all the fields which are available in XD02 transaction level. Okay, so now what we'll do, in XD02 transaction, customer account number, from where it should come? From our flat file. So KUNNR, which value should go? Our Excel KUNNR. This is the Excel. STRU means our flat file which is there in Excel. In the flat file, KUNNR should go and sit in XD02 transaction related KUNNR. Similarly, BUKRS, our Excel BUKRS, whatever you give in the Excel or flat file, that will go and sit in XD01 related BUKRS. Similarly, assign the field mapping to the KTO KD, name 1, sortel, sortel is a search term, PFACH, and then what is 01? PSTL2 of XT02. So this is matching with PSTL2 of Excel file. This is country of the transaction. I'm mapping with Excel file country. Language also I'm mapping. Now there is another field, L zone. Give here L zone. So this is CIVVV. This is CIVVE. This is the field which was there in the transaction, but this is not there in our Excel file. So don't give this for the time being. Account AKONT. Click on the source field. Map with account, which is there in Excel file. So this is how you need to map the fields which are there in your Excel file to the transaction related fields. So this step is called maintain field mapping and conversion rules. Sometimes what will happen, your customer will say all the customer belongs to India only. Say for example, we are developing this LSNW, or we are developing the BDC to upload multiple number of customers. Say for example, this is 91236. Later on I will say 91237. 8, 9 and so on, correct? So this is how my requirement, like this, you need to upload some 10,000 or 1 lakh customers. Okay. So now what I will do, I will try to copy this and paste it in all the records. Maybe I will change the name. Here I will put Madhav 1. You give any name, not a problem. So I changed the name. Maybe you can also try changing with the city, postal code, country and language also. You can give different. But for the time being, I am giving the same country, same language, etc. Assume that this is your flat file. What you will do, you try to copy this and paste it in a text file. I'll go to the desktop and paste it in a text file. So this is called a legacy file now. Now our legacy file is ready. So in our legacy file, if you observe on the top, the field names are there and below the field contents are there. Now go back to the LSNW. Here assume that in your legacy file maybe here we are having only 10 records. But tomorrow what will happen? Tomorrow you can have a legacy file with some 10,000 records or 20,000 records. You know, all the customers, see, each record will create a customer in SAP, correct? This record will create a customer. This record will create another customer, something like that. Each record is creating a customer. Assume that all the customers are belongs to India. Okay, so all the customers are belongs to India. Then why to upload it from the file? If you know that all the customers are belongs to India, then what you can do is, instead of mapping the screen field with the Excel field, you can directly put a constant here. That means initially this will be like this. Without mapping it will be like this. Now whenever it is like this, click on land 1. There is a button here, constant. Click on this constant and give the country. You can give directly IN. If you give IN here directly and continue, then see what is happening here. IN is going to customer land 1. In this case, what will happen? Every time, whatever may be the record, maybe 1,000 records or 10,000 records, for all those records, the land 1 will be always India. This is called a constant. This is how you can put a constant. Okay, so I'll repeat once again so that you can see. If you want to take the content from the flat file, click on this field, create source field, click on the button and click on this land 1. Then what will happen? Whatever is there in the source field, that means the flat file, that flat file content will go and sit into the screen field. If you want to make it as a constant, what to do? Click on this constant button and give IN, or if you want to make all the customers to the Germany, click on constant and put it here D, so that what will happen? All the customer will created with the German country. Right now what I will do, I will take the values from flat file only. So I will put this like this. So now our field mapping is done. Click on save and come back. Maintain fixed value translations, user defined routines, nothing to do here. Click on specify files. In the specify files, now you need to mention from where you are getting the data. Where is your flat file? Where is your flat file? My flat file is located in the desktop, correct? So click on change button. Here there is something called legacy data. Put your cursor on legacy data. Click on create. So and browse the file. From which file you want to upload the data. So on the desktop, the file name is BDC recording. So browse the file name and give the name here. You can give any name. Delimiter is a tabulator. Select the radio button tabulator here. Tabulator means in your legacy file, each and every field is separated by a tab space. In your keyboard, there is a key called tab. You know that, correct? Above the caps lock button, there is a button tab. So if you go to the flat file and see, each and every field is separated by a tab space. And field names at the starting of the file. Do we have a field names at the starting of the file? Let us see. So I'll click here, field names at the starting of the file, and continue. So let us go to the desktop and see whether we have field names at the starting of the file. See, these are the field names which are having on the top of the file. That is what it means. So now I'll save this, come back. Now assign files, just execute, click on change or display change, save it, come back, click on read data, execute. So once you do the read data, what will happen? Whatever the data is there in your text file, that will read by the LSMW. That means that data is uploaded now. Now go to the display read data, execute this. So now you can see whatever the data you have given in the text file, that will appear here. See, in the last thing, what is coming? 1244. From where it was coming, let us see. 1244 by mistake, I think we have given at the end. So let us go to the text file. See here 1244 is there. So that's why it's coming up like that. So I'll give here 91244, and here I'll make because this 91236 with this number a customer is already created, so I'll make it 91245. So what shall I do? I need to read once again. Whenever I do the read data step, what will happen? My legacy data system, that means my legacy data will come into the SAP whenever I do the read data step. And display read data means whatever the data which came into the SAP, that will be shown to you. So now see 4, 5, 3, 7, 3, 8, 3, 9, every data is coming correctly. If you want to check a record, click on the particular record and see this is the data, field wise data. This is the customer number, this is the company code, this is the account group, name, search term, postal box, and this is city, country key, language key, and transportation zone, reconciliation account. Yeah, everything is coming perfect. Come back. Now click on convert data. What the convert data step will do is, whatever the flat file data is there, that flat file data will be converted into the SAP transaction related screen related data. Now I'll execute. In the next step, there is something called display converted data. Now what is the difference between this converted data before conversion and after conversion? Before conversion and after conversion, you can see which transaction you are going and what is the table name, what is the so these kind of details. If some fields you are not filling, that will be shown by slash. Come back and create batch input session. Click on execute. Check this, keep batch input folders and execute. It is saying one batch input folder with 9 transactions were created, and run batch input session. Click on this button, run batch input session. So now there is a session created, Z test obj. Select this and click on process. So in a process, there are 3 modes: foreground, error ground, and background. So I'll just go in a foreground. I'll say press process. So it was going up here, pressing enter. So it is coming up with the first record, filling the details, correct? So it is coming up with the second record. Madhav 2 is coming, filling up the records, and so on. So this is how LSMW will work. It acts just like your BDC without any programming code. Okay. So see, this is how the data, whatever maybe some 1000 records or 10,000 or 2000, how many number of records are there in your flat file, all records will be uploaded into the SAP. Got it? So if you have any questions, you can ask me now. So Santosh Chetan, if you have some questions, you can ask me in this LSMW method. Hello. Hello. Hello, are you able to hear me? Hello. 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 So if somebody is there, you just type on the chat box. If you are able to hear me, you just type it on the chat box. I'm unable to hear you. Fine. So yeah, this is what about the LSMW. This is some small topic of LSMW. I just want. Can you just unmute? Can you just unmute? You can just ask me if you have some questions on this. Okay. Fine. If you don't have any questions, we'll stop here. Mic is not working. Okay. 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 Your mic is not working. Fine. 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 So okay. So we'll stop here. You just repeat this session because LSMW is new for you. There are several steps, one after the other, one after the other. You need to understand. So just repeat this class once again and try to listen once again. You can understand the class. This is not very typical. It's easy. Okay. So what you need to understand is in LSMW. I'll just try to repeat what are the steps we are doing. LSMW. See, in the first step, maintain object attributes. We are trying to record the transaction. Maybe it is XD01, maybe it is MM01. Just we are trying to record it. Maintain source structure means this is the name of your flat file structure. You can give any name. I have given stru. Then maintain source fields. In this step, we are just saying what are all the fields available in our flat file. In my flat file, what are the fields available? These are all the fields available in my flat file. That's what I'm saying. And then maintain source structure relations. No need to do anything. Just change it and save it. Maintain field mapping and conversion rules. In this step, what we are doing, we are mapping the flat file fields with the transaction fields. Actual transaction, if you go to XD02 transaction, there is a field called KUNNR. In your Excel file also there is a field called KUNR which has some value. Now what you are trying to do, you are trying to map that value to the screen field. So like that we are mapping all the screen related fields. These are all the screen related fields, and then we are mapping with the flat file related fields. These are STRU, means this is the flat file structure. So flat file related fields will go and sit here. So this is important. Once you know that, once you have done this maintain field mapping and conversion rule, there is nothing to do in maintain fixed value transactions. Specify files. In the specify files, you need to say where is your flat file, whether it is in your desktop or C colon or D colon, where it is. Assign files. Assign file step. You need to assign the file. Read data. Read data step, what it will do, it will upload the legacy file data into the SAP structure, that means the STRU structure which we have declared. Convert data means the STRU data will go and sits into the screen fields. Create batch input session, then it will just create a session, and then in run batch input session data we will process the data, actual records will be created in this. Okay, so this is about your LSMW. Yeah, tomorrow we have a class at morning 8 o'clock, but if there is a developer access key, just uh, just intimate Rajkumar sir, so that for tomorrow morning, if we can get the developer access key, it's good for us. Okay, so tomorrow will start at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock in the morning, tomorrow will start. Fine. So yeah, fine then. So I'm closing for the day. Bye.